Most men walk through life completely unaware of how women truly perceive them. They believe they're doing everything right, being nice, accommodating, and always available, thinking these traits make them more attractive. But in reality, they're exposing their weaknesses in ways they don't even realize. And here's the brutal truth. Women are wired to detect weakness instantly. It's not something they consciously decide, it's instinctual. They may not always say it out loud, but they can sense it, feel it, and react to it. Women don't always reject men outright. Instead, they slowly lose interest. You might notice her taking longer to reply, making excuses not to meet, or pulling away emotionally. She may still talk to you, but the attraction is gone. And that's because, deep down, she sees something that makes her doubt your strength, not just physical, but mental and emotional strength. Welcome back to Mindful Stoicism, where we break down human behavior through the lens of ancient wisdom and modern psychology. If you've ever found yourself wondering, why did she stop respecting me? Why did she lose attraction? Why does she seem drawn to someone else, even though I treated her so well? The answer lies in the subtle ways you're projecting weakness. And the worst part? Most men never even realize they're doing it. But today, that ends. We're diving into the 7 ways women see you as weak, and more importantly, how to fix them. If you're ready to transform how women perceive you, pay close attention, because this knowledge can change everything. Let's begin. 1. Being overly needy. Neediness is the silent killer of attraction. It suffocates relationships and makes a man appear weak, desperate, and emotionally fragile. Women are naturally drawn to strength, confidence, and independence. The moment a man becomes overly needy, constantly texting, seeking validation, or being emotionally dependent, he signals to her that he lacks self-sufficiency. And this is an instant turn-off. Neediness manifests in many ways. It could be the constant, "Where are you?" texts, the over-eagerness to please, or the inability to enjoy time alone. It's the man who panics when she doesn't respond immediately, who feels uneasy when she's out with friends, and who needs constant reassurance of her feelings. These behaviors don't just make a man seem weak. They make him appear like he has nothing else going on in his life except her. Here's what women understand at an instinctual level. A man who is truly valuable does not need to chase or beg for attention. He has his own life, his own goals, and his own sense of purpose. He doesn't rely on her presence to feel validated because he is already fulfilled within himself. And that, right there, is attractive. The fix: develop emotional independence. Instead of obsessing over her, focus on building a fulfilling life outside of the relationship. Have passions, goals, and a sense of mission that drive you forward. When you become the kind of man who doesn't need constant validation, you naturally command respect and attraction. Women are drawn to men who are secure within themselves, so start building that inner strength today. 2. Avoiding conflict. A weak man fears confrontation. He tiptoes around issues, avoids setting boundaries, and lets people walk all over him just to keep the peace. At first glance, this might seem like a positive trait. After all, isn't avoiding conflict a way to maintain harmony? Not exactly. Women don't see it that way. When a man avoids conflict, it signals to her that he lacks the courage to stand up for himself, his beliefs, and his values. Women instinctively test men. They push boundaries, not because they want to control you, but because they want to see if you are strong enough to push back. If she sees that you're always agreeable, even at the cost of your self-respect, she will gradually lose attraction. She doesn't want a man who just goes along with everything. She wants a man who has a backbone. This applies not just in relationships, but in life. If your boss disrespects you, if friends take advantage of you, if strangers cut in front of you, and you do nothing, she notices. She sees a man who tolerates disrespect and lacks the strength to assert himself, and that, to her, is a sign of weakness. The fix: develop the courage to address problems head-on. Speak your mind with confidence. Setting boundaries is not about being aggressive. It's about respecting yourself. If someone disrespects you, don't brush it off. Call it out in a calm and firm manner. A strong man doesn't fear conflict. He handles it with composure and self-assurance. Women respect men who can stand their ground, not just against them, but against the world. The moment you stop avoiding conflict and start embracing it as a necessary part of life, you will instantly command more respect and attraction. 3. Seeking constant reassurance. Men who frequently ask, "Do you love me?" or "Do you still like me?" send one clear message: insecurity. And insecurity is weakness. Women want a man who is sure of himself, who doesn't need constant reminders of his worth. When you constantly seek reassurance, you show that you doubt yourself, and if you doubt yourself, why should she believe in you? It signals to her that you lack self-confidence, and nothing kills attraction faster than a man who isn't sure of his own value. Women want to feel like they're with a strong, grounded man, not someone who needs hand-holding just to feel secure in a relationship. Seeking constant reassurance also puts unnecessary pressure on the relationship. Instead of letting things flow naturally, it creates a dynamic where she feels obligated to manage your emotions. Over time, this drains her and makes her feel more like your caretaker than your partner. A strong man doesn't need to ask if he's loved. He knows his worth and understands that actions speak louder than words. He doesn't panic if she takes time to respond to a message, or if she has a bad day and isn't as affectionate. He trusts in himself and the relationship without needing constant verbal confirmation. The fix: trust in yourself and the relationship. Work on your self-confidence. If you're constantly doubting her feelings, the real issue is your lack of confidence. Focus on becoming a man who naturally inspires love and admiration through his presence, not one who begs for it. Instead of looking for external validation, build inner security through personal growth, achievements, and self-discipline. When you do this, you'll notice women naturally gravitate toward you without needing to be reassured every step of the way. 4. Trying too hard to impress. One of the biggest mistakes people make in attraction is overcompensating by trying too hard to impress. Whether it's constantly boasting about achievements, showing off wealth, or overanalyzing every move to appear flawless, this behavior often backfires. Instead of drawing people in, it creates an air of desperation and insecurity. Confidence isn't about seeking validation. It's about knowing your worth without needing to prove it. When you try too hard, it signals that you are not comfortable with yourself as you are. Authenticity is far more attractive than any rehearsed act or exaggerated display of success. People are naturally drawn to those who are genuine, relaxed, and comfortable in their own skin. Moreover, excessive effort can make interactions feel forced and unnatural. Imagine someone constantly cracking jokes, name-dropping, or trying to be the center of attention. While they may momentarily grab attention, they often fail to create meaningful connections. True attraction thrives in ease and natural flow, not in a performance. A person who is truly confident doesn't chase approval. They let their actions, character, and presence speak for them. They focus on self-improvement, not external validation. Instead of trying to impress, shift your mindset to simply being present and engaged. Listen more, be genuinely interested in others, and let attraction develop organically. In the end, those who are truly magnetic don't seek admiration, they naturally command it. By embracing your authentic self, you not only remove unnecessary pressure, but also become far more compelling and unforgettable. 5. Being afraid to say no. One of the biggest signs of weak boundaries and a lack of self-respect is the fear of saying no. Many people struggle with this because they don't want to disappoint others, create conflict, or be seen as unkind. However, constantly saying yes to everything and everyone often leads to stress, exhaustion, and resentment. When you fail to stand up for yourself, you give others the power to dictate your time, energy, and even your self-worth. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in self-discipline and the ability to control your own life rather than being controlled by external pressures. A Stoic man understands that his time and energy are valuable, and he does not allow guilt or fear to make his decisions for him. He recognizes that saying no is not an act of selfishness, but an act of self-respect. By setting firm boundaries, he ensures that he prioritizes what truly matters in his life, rather than bending to the will of others. Learning to say no is an essential skill for mental clarity and personal growth. It forces you to assess your priorities and make conscious choices rather than reacting out of obligation. It also earns you respect. People may not always like it when you refuse, but they will learn to value your time and presence more when they see that you are not easily swayed. A person who cannot say no becomes a people pleaser, constantly seeking approval rather than living authentically. True confidence and inner peace come from standing firm in your decisions and knowing that your worth is not tied to how much you accommodate others. Instead of fearing rejection, embrace the power of no and take control of your life. 6. Lack of purpose or drive. One of the most unattractive qualities a person can have is a lack of purpose or drive. When someone drifts through life without ambition or a clear sense of direction, it signals a deeper issue: complacency. People are naturally drawn to those who are passionate, goal-oriented, and actively working towards something meaningful. A lack of purpose can make a person seem unmotivated, dull, or uninspiring, which is a major turn-off, especially in relationships. Imagine two individuals, one who wakes up every day with a mission, whether it's building a career, honing a skill, or working towards self-improvement, and another who merely exists, waiting for life to happen. The first person radiates energy, excitement, and determination, making them attractive and engaging. The second, however, comes across as passive and indifferent, which can lead to a lack of respect or admiration from others. People with a strong sense of purpose exude confidence and resilience. They don't let obstacles discourage them, but instead use setbacks as stepping stones towards success. This mindset is captivating because it demonstrates self-discipline, inner strength, and the ability to take charge of one's life. On the other hand, when someone lacks ambition, they often fall into patterns of laziness, procrastination, and even dependency on others. In relationships, a lack of drive can create frustration and imbalance. A partner who lacks ambition may become overly reliant on their significant other for motivation or even financial stability, which can lead to resentment. Ultimately, purpose and drive are not just about personal success. They influence how others perceive and respect you. Cultivating ambition and setting meaningful goals can drastically enhance your attractiveness and overall fulfillment in life. Weakness is not about physical strength, it's about mindset, discipline, and presence. The good news? Every single one of these weaknesses can be fixed, and when you do, you become the kind of man women respect, admire, and desire. So, which of these weaknesses do you need to work on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful insights on mastering life with Stoic wisdom. Until next time, stay strong, stay mindful, and keep evolving.